Well, hi, welcome to my 5-minute impact. I'm Paul Archer, but you knew that because it's got it there, isn't it? Enough of that. Get rid of the music. There we are. Okay, I want to talk to you about incubating prospects today. That's my title. Now, where does this come from? Well, the point is, as a salesperson, account manager, whoever you are, you probably spend a lot of your time lead generating. Client acquisition, we call it as well, which is a dead posh name, isn't it? But you're bringing in new people into your sales process. And you're going to be taking them through your sales process and end up recommending some product service that you get involved in. Now, the problem with client acquisition these days and lead generation is you don't have campaigns anymore as such. You bring people in gradually throughout the day, throughout the month, the weeks, and you bring people in one by one into your funnel, into your system. So it's very difficult to keep in touch with what's going on, and which we used to do with great big programs and things. So what I recommend you do is operate an incubation process, because some people will come onto your list or come into your sales process and they're not ready to go ahead that moment, because your client acquisition might be inbound digital marketing, for example, with blogs and podcasts and YouTube videos, bringing people in who are interested in talking to you, but not yet, maybe next year or the year after. So here's what you do with the incubating of prospects. The metaphor for you is chickens. Now, we used to keep chickens many years ago, and as a result of keeping a whole host of chickens, you will have to keep getting new chicks into the nest to populate the tribe of chickens, the flock, if you like, because fox will take some, illness will take some, and old age will kill them off. So you do need to keep bringing in new chickens. And here's a photograph of some chickens that we used to keep. Now, we used to go down to the shop and buy these eggs which were already fertilized, and what we would do is put them under the mother hen. There's mother hen there, and that's a cockerel, by the way, but there's mother hen. Put these fertilized eggs under mother hen and let her do what nature does. So she sit on them and she go pop, 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 pop. The problem with that technique is that mother hen realised they weren't hers, because they're not daft, so most of the eggs would just die, and we were having a very terrible success rate until we bought a piece of machinery and produced little chicks. And I'll come on to this. Something cute, aren't they? Here's the machinery we bought. It's called an incubator, an egg incubator. Now, what happens here is you plug it in, there's the socket there, you plug it in, put a bit of water in there, put your eggs all the way inside this incubator, close the hatch, press the button and wait 21 days. And what would happen is the thing would go psh with steam, keep it nice and warm. It would rock about a bit as well, kind of like emulating what it's like to sit under mother hen's butt. Anyway, 21 days later or so, every single egg would hatch. And every single egg would produce a little chick, which you then feed them, and everybody's happy then, aren't they? In other words, we industrialise the process of making chickens. Now, in your world, you do the same. Here's your incubator, and I'll show you the graphic here. Here's your incubator for you to use, and there's a piece of a cartoon there. So what I'm going to do is take you through how this works. Now, as you can appreciate, you're going to be bringing people into your list or your sales process one by one, typically, maybe a couple of every day. And what you do is you bring them into your list, into your database. So let's just example show you what happens. Here comes one of your clients. In they go into this great big list of hundreds of other people who are interested in talking to you, but not yet. That's the key thing. So you keep them warm. The incubator did steam and a little shake, and it but what you do is you keep them warm with other ways. You send them things every week through MailChimp or whatever. You send them YouTube videos, insights, white papers, all sorts of things to keep them up to date. You might hold webinars or whatever it is. It's another story for another day, but you keep them warm. Now, because they know you, trust you, like you, they're involved in your insights, in your expertise, your IP or whatever, then as soon as they get to the stage where they need to reach out to somebody to solve their problem or pain, whatever that is, you come first in mind, because you're there, aren't you, all the time. You've kept them warm. So what they do is they pop out, just watch closely, and they go along this little funnel, which then finds its way into your sales process. And your sales process now takes care of that client. You go through your first meeting, second meeting, third meeting, whatever your sales process looks like, and at the end of it, of course, you get a sale. Now, hopefully they won't go anywhere else because they've bought into what you're all about because of your incubator. Now, if you have a hot prospect, if you like, that wants to go straight away, they go straight into your sales funnel. They don't go into your list. But once you've sold to them and everyone's happy, put them back into your incubator to keep them warm for next time. So there we have, there's my sales incubator for you. You can obviously get technology to do that for you. You know, your MailChimps, your CRM systems, all sorts of technology would take care of this for you. It's not as simple as this. And it's not like making chickens, which of course are absolutely lovely, but we had more eggs and we never knew what to do with. It's just ridiculous. I think we ended up selling them half the time as well. Anyway, that's my 5-minute impact for you. Hope that's been useful. Bye.